the live, we'd highly appreciate it. What a great evening this is going to be.
Yeah, tonight's a big night. Tonight is International Men's Night.
Thank you, Misty. Living the
I'm really
dream, Amber.
excited.
Amber, I got to catch up with you. I miss you.
Yeah, I'm really excited because tonight has significant meaning for me. I think that it spawned, basically. So a year ago, VSG Bestie and Barry Pretty Pinup, that's Shar and Anna, they had their podcast, the Barry Intentional Chat, and they had the very first men's panel, at least the very first men's panel that I ever saw on TikTok. Rab, I know you were in the comments. Well, at least you claim so. I don't remember. That night was pretty much a blur. And
Get you if you can.
I had the opportunity to be on panel with some really good guys. And honestly, I only knew two of them. Everyone else, I had no clue who they were. I knew who Guy was, and I knew who Famous was, because that was part of the original circle that when I came into TikTok, those were the people I vibed with. And that was my circle. Everyone else, from Mike Coods, I know you knew Mike.
Yeah, I knew Mike.
Is in the corner here. Weight Loss Claudio and Embrace Life. Again, I never got to hear their stories until that night. That live went 2 hours because there was just so many stories and there was just so much packed into one night.
Was it 2 hours? Was that 2 hours? I thought it was just an hour.
No, well, usually that was an hour, but it went two. Like, it was just that live was probably up to my point, any live that I had ever been on. Again, and the lives that I was on, it was just like hanging out, talking to friends, and just sharing our journeys and stuff. This was a legit live. I was the moderator for Barry Intentional Chat. That's actually what gave me the opportunity to be able to come up. It's because I just happened to be the moderator. So that gave me the opportunity to actually share my story and to hear everyone else's story. And I came out of that live inspired. I was, in my head, I was like, this is what I've been missing. This is something that is really missing in the community because, again, I thought there were only 3 of us in this entire community. Because I hadn't had any visibility towards any other bariatric men in this space. It was me, Famous, and Guy. That was it. And through this, the idea for BME wasn't even a name yet. I just knew that I was like, do I want to try to do something like this? Like, I was seriously inspired about doing it. And basically out of that came BME because we connected shortly after that, because the vibe after that live, people were talking about that for a long time. Just saying, oh, why aren't there more men's panels? Why isn't this happening? And all of a sudden you started to see little things happen where people were trying to hold men's panels. And I know that we popped up on a couple.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It was definitely the catalyst for BME. If that men's panel never happened, I don't think BME would have ever happened. I don't think there would have been a catalyst, and I don't think there would have been a need. That people were just like, oh, you know what? This is a really great idea. Because we wouldn't, honestly, if this panel never happened, we wouldn't have had the support that we had when we came out, because it was fresh. Everyone was like, yes, this is exactly what the community needs. And people latched on to the idea, and they latched on to us. And when we launched in January, we took off. I mean, there was a dedicated following, and we had 1,000 followers within that first month, which is insane.
Yeah.
But it resonated with the community that much. So, I mean, the men's panel means a lot to me because obviously BME wouldn't have happened without the men's panel. So, tonight's a special night for me, and I think it's a special night for just for the fact that it's International Men's Day, and for me to want to be a part of this again, for us to be up on the panel for eventually. I know Corby's going to be coming up, but just for us to be able to share this stage with all the men and be able to share stories. We're going to have a rotating panel. Men can come up when we start letting them up, and I just want to hear people's stories.
Is that what you want to hear? You want to hear people's stories?
I want to hear people's stories. I want to hear people talk
Yeah.
about what they have going on. I mean, this is a night to honor that men's panel, to honor the people that were on that men's panel. I'm not saying honor me, no, but those guys that inspired me to even come up with an idea that I wanted to be a part of a men's podcast. I mean, I would have never met you. I would have never had the visibility. If this panel never happened, I would have never met Bro. I would have never met Jason Smith. I mean, I probably would have become familiar with everyone, but I probably wouldn't have had the interactions I had with all of the men in the community over the past year. Because I don't think I would have ever come out of my shell.
Guys in the building.
What's up, guy? See? There's a trailblazer right there.
Is he a trailblazer?
Dude, any man that was on that panel trailblazed it for BME. I dedicate this live to all of these guys that were on that panel that night.
I gotta tell you, that panel that night, I felt left out, man. I was new, very new, to the community. And when that live came, I kind of felt like left out. So if it's one thing that, we have to make sure is that everyone has an opportunity as much as we can. What's up, Stublicious? As much as we can have you up on a panel and share your thoughts, share how your journey has been, just share whatever you want and have a voice, because I was that guy. Although I was happy that the panel was happening. I was hating at the same time, but I've also felt a little left out. Hey, Selma, welcome. But yeah, I've had some, what is it? FOMO? What is it? Failure of, huh?
Failure of missing out.
Yeah, I had that big time going on,
What's up,
man.
bro?
And during that live, I was like, man, how come there is no men's panel? Like, how come there isn't men that do this? And we've spoken to a couple of fellas over this past year who said that that they've done it, that they've tried, and they just essentially didn't have any really success in reaching out to the men in this community.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, we've had this conversation. If we're keeping it real, it is very difficult to um, gather the men to talk about the things that they're going through and the experiences. And in a nutshell, I mean, originally this platform was for us because we're new. We just had the surgery. We're trying to get through it. We want to be able to share what we're going through and have the brothers in the community a platform so they can speak and feel safe and talk about the things that they're going through. It's very difficult. Men have a hard time stepping up to the plate and discussing what they go through. And yeah,
Yeah,
I get it. So if any of you that want the opportunity, you don't have to have so many followers. You don't have to turn on your camera. If you want to come up on a live, we're going to rotate the live, as Tony has said. I'll start with my soapbox and let Tony take over from here. It is past 8 o'clock.
And while you do that, I'm gonna eat my ProCare
Oh,
vitamin.
I got to do that. I got to do the same thing. I'm making myself a cauliflower pizza for this 2 hours, and I got. My timer's going off, and
I have my snacks too.
yeah, I got to get my snacks too.
Don't forget, use code BME20. All your ProCare needs gets 20% off
BME
the rest of the
20
year.
for real.
For real. And who doesn't want 20% off?
Right. What else? What happens on Sundays?
So let me finish chewing before I'm really rude about this.
Rude. Not rude.
I don't like to talk with my mouth full.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
So again, Sunday nights, check out our sister chat, VSG Bestie with Talk Bari to Me. She is live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget.
Don't forget.
Are live every Monday with the Men's Mental Health Shop Talk. We go live at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then we go live for a half hour. We have a subject that we like to talk about, and then we go live on a private Zoom for all the men to join us. And what happens in that chat stays in that chat. And again, yesterday we had some new men come into the chat. Every week, I feel like we have someone new in there. It's awesome. We had a really great conversation about navigating relationships, and I appreciated everyone's participation last night. It was a really good show.
Oh, nice.
I look forward to it every Monday. So if you've never been to one of these chats, be sure to check us out every Monday. We have it every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on TikTok. And then if you're not part of the Slack app, be sure to hit the link in our bio. On the link tree, there is an invitation that you can get into the Slack app and be part of a community of men and be able to reach out to everyone and offer support to everyone who's in that chat. So check that out. That is always a great tool. And big shout out to our boy Big E, who is now managing the Slack app and just making sure that we have conversations rolling through there and checking in with everyone every day. So we appreciate you, bro. And if you guys have any questions about that stuff, be sure to hit us up on the DMs, and we'll explain anything you guys want to know.
Wow, you know what? I'm watching the comments, man. We got a lot of guys up in here tonight, man.
I can't wait to have everyone come up. So we're going to try to rotate everyone through. Be patient. Make sure you guys are hanging out. Enjoy the vibe. It's 2 hours. We got plenty of time for you guys to roll through. Again, I know that everyone's going to have something to share, but just be mindful that, we want to be able to rotate all the guys through. What's up, Russ?
Not episode 1. Episode 1. Chef Russ. Hey, look, I thought it would probably be a good idea to talk about you first before we start bringing people up on the panel. No?
You want to talk about moi?
Yeah, like
what would you like to know, my friend?
Over this past year, how's your past year been? Like, if you're just talking about your experiences, I mean, it could be anything. Like, what have you been going through over the past year that may or may not have been a result of weight loss?
So this year, and I think the both of us have lived out, our journeys on this platform for the past year. This year has just been, it's been a year of up and downs. I think the beginning of the year, I was going through realizing that that mental health was a very important thing that I had ignored in my first year because I was so focused. Had time to focus on that and kind of work through some stuff, which is great. But I think in that time, I decided to leave the hospital and I took on a new position at a new company. And, you know, I think after about a 6 month period of struggling with, being in that new position and the changes that happened to my lifestyle because of that, as far as like how active I was and the job being more sedentary and the amount of stress I was dealing with, the regain that happened out of the blue that I wasn't expecting, and where my nutrition had suffered, and like there was a lot of compounding things that had happened, and I think I recognized that at a certain point and said enough is enough, and I decided to make another change. I'm going to be heading back to the hospital. I've been fortunate enough that I was able to get my old job back. Um, in the 5 to 6 months that I was away, they couldn't find someone to actually replace me, which I was fortunate enough that from the time I applied and within a month, I'll be back working there. So it was really quick. And but this journey this year has been it's been a series of ups and downs, and I'm hoping to end the year on a high note and basically set myself up to succeed heading into 2025, being in a better mindset than how it's been lately.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh man. Everybody knows about me though, Tony. We don't have to discuss me.
You know what?
No.
How about a quick
I'll do.
synopsis?
I'll give you quick. Um, I remember when we first started doing this, we were getting, we were getting the butterflies out. We were a little worried about, what this would look like. Would we be accepted as the two guys in the community as, like a platform for men to share their experiences? So I was really nervous about that. Both of us were. I definitely was. The conversations that we've had, the people that we've met, the experiences that we've shared, the learning I've done, uh, coming closer within myself and learning myself a little bit better, taking some accountability along the way, a breakup, um, all that information that went into that and those lives and those conversations that we had. Um, man, my job situation, my living situation, so many changes. And you know what? It's funny. It's because I don't believe any of these changes would have happened if I never had gone or started this weight loss journey. I would have just stayed content with the way, just content with just how life was. And I probably would have never even noticed the fixes I needed to make in myself because I was just okay with it or accustomed to it. Um, but yeah, man, as you guys know, I'm older, I'm 51. So it's like, and I'm learning every freaking day, who this new me is, where I need to make the changes, how can I be the best version of myself? And it's easier said than done. But in a nutshell, that's what I've gone through over this past year, in my journey. So we were just talking about what we've gone through over the past year in our journey, Fade Away.
Let's see. I just say that I just more so developed a sense of self identity, and authenticity. I just got rid of the bullshit. Like a lot of times people create an identity that's false, fake, and polluted. And I started to realize I couldn't be that for myself because that was just an extension of what my weight was, right? It was a false, fake pollution of who I thought I would be. So I think I established a sense of freedom by letting go and finding peace.
Nice. All right.
No, that's right.
Did I leave you down in the comments? Did you have an invite coming up, or did I send it
I
to
was
you?
I was checking for him. I didn't see him down there.
That's all good.
I was like, where is he? I had to look, but there you were, waiting in the wings.
So yeah,
You guys ready to get
that's
this started?
yeah, that's basically it, right? Like those are the conversations we want to have for the next 2 hours. We're going until 10 o'clock.
Going to 10 o'clock. It is about, we are what, 8:15 right now?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
8:15.
All right, we're going to start sending out some invites.
Come on up, y'all. Come hang out.
Yeah,
We got
definitely.
we got 6 boxes. That's my type of style. That's my type of style. Famous is coming up to hang out.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Jason
The price is right. Yeah.
What's going on,
Jason, Guy.
guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up, y'all? Let's say what's up.
How you guys
Well,
feeling?
where are you? I know you're coming up.
He's down there. Should be. He was in the comments a second ago.
I saw him too. I'm waiting. I'm looking for him.
Gang, gang.
What's up, Tony?
10,500 likes, y'all. Thanks for the likes. Please share this live. It's gonna be a classic.
All right. I know I got a bunch of guys coming up. Be patient. I will get you guys up as soon as we can. Just sit back, chill, enjoy the vibe, and
Enjoy the vibe.
I appreciate you guys coming up, man. I'm excited.
Happy International Men's Day, fellas.
Yes, sir.
What's happening? What's up?
What's
Man,
good? What's good?
it is our day today. I mean, you got Father's Day too, and birthdays, but I mean, I'll take International Men's Day all day in the paint.
Yes,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, Famous.
yes,
I'll
sir.
start off with you, sir. Welcome up. Welcome back to the men's panel. I got the honor of sitting up with you and Guy last year. And my first question, actually, it will go to you and Guy, is from this point last year, has the visibility of men in this community changed?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It is, and it's been very nice to see you guys like step out, from the shadows. Because I think the women really started off really great. Like I came across Bestie and other people like that, Barry Mother and stuff like that, and they loud and proud about what they doing. And like even when I came in the room, I didn't even realize it was a community. You know what I'm saying? And then I came across you guys and stuff like that. I love when Big E stepped on scene, Jason, Ryan, hey, especially Guy too. I can't even forget about Guy, bariatric bro. Anthony, I don't really know you, brother, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you in here. And it was like it was a breath of fresh air seeing you guys like step up out of the shadows because me talking about my experience, I never really actually talked about my experience or even been in a place where there were other men who were comfortable with themselves. I know a lot of people get the surgery for vanity reasons. I got it because I wanted to live. I was a fly fat boy, you know what I'm saying? And I did it for preservation of life. I love my lifestyle and I come across you guys. I love it that, since, you guys started the thing, you guys are really strong on the emotional, mental support. You guys are really, very body positive. You guys, highlight the need to take your vitamins, drink your. I love seeing the water checks in the lives and stuff like that because that's something that we fail to do sometimes. And even in the moment, got my cup ready and stuff like that. And even in the moments where sometimes like, hey, we be feeling low, be like, yo, man, I don't really know what to eat. Hey, get your protein in, you know what I'm saying? Drink your water, have your vegetables, take your vitamins. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, I really appreciate seeing you guys. My pastor over here in the corner, brother is with the business, you know what I'm saying? And I love it that you all speak life into one another. And it's not like in the community, It's not a big I, little you. I appreciate that we all come together. We can collaborate with one another, take our experiences and share with everybody else. So, I don't get a chance to tell you guys this very much often, but I appreciate all of you and what you do for the community. And your story is a testimony, not just, it's a testimony for everybody. So the stuff that you go through, the way that you walk, I love it that you two, really all three of y'all, but I love it that y'all get on here with your suit and ties and the hats and, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all get on here with purpose rather than just playing around. So, let me get off my soapbox, land my plane and stuff like that. But I really appreciate a lot of the growth that you guys have had over this past year.
I thank you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
Your
that.
story last year, again, you guys were on the panel. If I did not hear your stories, if Mike Coods wasn't there, if Embrace Life wasn't there, again, like all of you guys inspired me to say, hey, this is what we're missing. I don't see this in the community. So you guys helped trailblaze what BME has become over the course of the year. You guys were the determining factor to say, hey, I want to step out and do something about this. So I thank you guys. Guy, I really want to get your perspective from last year to this year.
I piggyback on what he's saying. Famous said, y'all definitely stepped up and went forward on something that I wanted to do something similar to it, or just be more visible as well. And like, well, I knew my life was going through at the same time, but I learned all my knowledge of what the bariatric experience has been for me. I was like, well, man, they're doing it, and I like the fact that y'all continually doing it and being exposed. And even if I can just stick my head in for 5 minutes, I really do it. So just hey, you being out there, you're being it. Y'all were in San Diego, and Barry Bro was there. I was like, man, I would love to have been there. The situation just changed up in a minute. I was like, well, if there's another one, I'll try my best to get there and make my presence, because I would like to be amongst the guys and just because it ain't but a handful of us that we know of that has been out there. So I keep seeing the same faces, like, okay, we definitely got to stick together and be at least in knowledge of each other's journey and whatever. So keep it up. I just say just keep it up, and wherever we can step in to help out a little bit. And like I said, everybody's schedule is different. Life be life, and everything's been good with me, getting better and getting better for myself and everything. And just thank you.
Guy, how's your journey been over the past year? How you been doing? You doing all right?
I'm doing all right. Things like I said, life's been changing. As far as physically, I've been doing well. I can still been thicker and getting more in shape, and I like working out a little bit when I can. I'm being more active. I've been in my schedule, and I like traveling a lot more. It's just making you be more focused on yourself and trying to get things better for me. Like I started a new job and working from home more now, so it's even better for me. So now I got to get myself mindful just to stay active, because I'm home. I can sit here at my desk and so I haven't been as much in the gym as I would like to be, but I do my little extra stuff that I can do with calisthenics at home. I can do my own little body weight stuff I can do, but I definitely have been just focusing on me and being happier and making sure.
That's awesome, man. Hey, congrats. Congrats on the new job, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been working well, and it's been giving me the freedom to just pick up the laptop and go where I want to be. I just, I'm gone almost every week, and then plus I'm coaching football and stuff like that still. So
nice. There you go.
That keeps me busy. So
yeah, I appreciate you. I miss seeing you around, man.
Yeah, TikTok had some of his drama in the backside, and I didn't want to be a part of it. So I say, hey, I'll step away from it if I got to. And some of the stuff I didn't like seeing other people in drama. So I was like, I'll step back before I get in that stuff. And so I keep my name clean and keep it moving.
So my next questions are actually going to be for Bro and for Jason. So you guys obviously have been in the community longer than than some of us here. And you guys actually were part of, like, you guys always talk about your journey as far as like the first bariatric retreat, where you guys were pretty much like the only two guys except for like maybe one other person. You guys have been instrumental in helping BME, the platform itself, grow over the course of the year, which we greatly appreciate, you guys. The collaboration, the friendship, the brotherhood that, you know, we've bonded over the course of the year. I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you guys have done for the platform and for the guys in the community. You guys, for the people down in the comments and the guys up on the panel, if you guys don't realize what these guys do behind the scenes for the guys, you have no idea how much they reach out to everyone and what they do for all of us. So I give you guys top-notch credit for everything that you guys do, and I appreciate you guys so much.
Yo, sometimes they'll be doing so much stuff. I'm like, hold on, man. Now, hold on. We're the Barry Mail Experience, man. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. No. But yeah, it's so much appreciated what you guys bring to the table, man. We love you guys for that, man. Y'all are some great brothers. I'm so happy to be amongst your circle. I love you guys. Again, we appreciate you so much for what you do for our community.
You guys touch on as far as like the growth of the men's community over the course of the year from like when you guys first came into the community.
So I can speak for probably me and Jason right now. This right here itself is huge. Because again, it took a long time for this right here just to happen. So I want to give kudos to y'all as well too for just being other men in the community, trying to spread the word and spread positivity to let other men know that you could be living your best life too. So definitely kudos to y'all for that as well too. But yeah, now this year, the year's been good. Retreat was great. Everything was great. Yeah.
Jason?
Much like what Chris was saying, like what we've seen, like for myself, I knew that when I originally looked to have surgery, 5 years ago, all I saw were the females in the community because there wasn't any men talking about things. And, we love and support all the women in the community. The women in this community are absolutely amazing. But like I said, I don't look like Becky from accounting, so I didn't know that this shit was going to work for me at all. I'm 6'4", weighed 460 pounds, so I needed 468 pounds. I needed to find somebody that looked like me to even know that it was going to happen. So after 2 months of looking, I finally found somebody. Then I realized that I don't want the next person to wait 2 months to find somebody to know if it's going to work for them. Mm-hmm. So at that point, I became as loud and as vocal as I could possibly, be about what I was going through, what I had planned, like why. And I'm like famous, like I didn't have no problems being big. Like, I was chilling being big. Like I had everything you can do, all the fits.
I was still that dude.
Had always matched like from head to toe. I was on it, but. Same thing. Like my doctor was like, I mean, you can look good and die if you want to. You're 40, you're 40 years old. I mean, if you want to make it another day, like, you'll look fly as hell in the casket. Like if that's what you want to do.
But casket shop.
Exactly. Like I look really sick. But the thing about it, like, is I knew that I was fortunate enough to become a voice for two separate sections of the men's community. So not only having my original sleeve surgery back in 2020, but also having revision in 2023. So I shamed myself into thinking I didn't deserve a chance at revision to fix some of the regain that I had because I figured I messed up the first time. So why take another chance? I don't get another chance. Mm-hmm. I beat myself up for about 9.5 months behind that shit. And then I realized that I have the fortunate I'm fortunate enough to have the platform to be able to stand up and speak to show other people you don't have to wait that 9 months or a year or 5 years or however long it's been to do something for yourself because adjunct treatment is so important. That's why we have Barry Male Experience. That's why we have Barry Nation things. That's why we have Bariatric Society. That's why we have all these things that have grown out of this because people need adjunct treatment once they have the surgery. It's not just about having the surgery, going and eating your protein, drinking some water, slamming some vitamins, and you're good to go.
It's a whole lifestyle change.
Yeah,
exactly. And that comes, and the support aspect of that is absolutely imperative. That's why these things are so important, and that's why, when you talk about how much me and bro have done for you guys to help you guys, it's because we know how important it is. We know the necessity behind it, and if we're not, all of us aren't here to talk to the next men coming up or the next women coming up, like, what we know what's going to happen. Like, we know how bad this could get, and we don't want to see that from anybody else. So, or for anybody else. So that's why it's so important that we're here for anybody.
And again, coming in the community, we didn't have this.
Yeah.
We didn't have this at all. We had, it was those Facebook groups, and y'all know how those Facebook groups go.
Yeah.
Facebook groups, they worse than TikTok drama. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, this space right here is dope. It's definitely a dope space. It's needed.
Again, we appreciate so much that you guys do for us and for the community. So my next questions are obviously for Anthony and Biggie. Them being newer to the community, they've had the opportunity to come into a community where there are men to talk to, and there is support for them to come into, and a space for them to be able to share their stories. So I'd just like to get their perspective on what their experience has been coming into the community and having the support available to them. We'll start with Anthony.
I feel like it definitely makes it easier. It makes it easier because before I got my surgery in August, I was like browsing people's TikToks. I started in the Facebook groups, and I said, this is way too toxic. Like, so like being on TikTok, it was definitely a space for me. So being here to see other men's journeys, hearing about the Bari male experience, hearing about other brothers like Biggie's journey, like watching him grow pushed me to push harder. Like just by that brotherhood, you know what I mean? Or even other people like Bari Lit. Like, I truly have much love for all of the people that I connected with because it made my experience easier.
Yeah. Biggie?
First off, I want to thank all you guys who are on this panel. If it wasn't for you guys trailblazing this path, none of us would be here right now. Here right now, none of us would be helping each other. The community wouldn't be there. We'd be all still struggling. So a little bit about me. Today actually marks 16 months since I had my surgery. So today's the official 16 months. First year, I tried to go at this whole journey by myself. Didn't even know that there was communities out there. All I was ever in was the Kaiser group apps that they had for us and things like that, and just sorry, failed miserably doing that. I happened to come across Bariatric Bro and Bariatric Society on Instagram because that was my platform I used, was Instagram originally. And like I said, at this point, I was struggling a year in, wasn't losing weight, hadn't been losing weight for about 6 months. And me and him started talking, and he started helping me out. And he introduced me to the Bari Male Experience. And I hopped on one of their Monday calls where I sat in a room in a Zoom call with these great gentlemen up here. And they just feel so comfortable, help you. First time in my life that people actually were there to actually help me and wanted me to succeed. And seeing that just flipped the switch in me and got me moving and rolling and all in after that. And like I said, since then, I'm down 267 pounds.
Let's go.
Since my surgery date, I'm 32 pounds away from my dream goal weight of 285. So it's again, because of all the hard work that you guys put in, that I want to return the favors and help people just the way you guys helped me. And I'm excited to continue growing and helping push other people get the success you guys have helped us get.
That's what it is. That's what it's all about, is reaching the next guy and next man up, right?
Yep.
You
About
guys
continue their journey.
Yeah. You guys have any questions for the guys on the panel? That's to Rab and Ryan.
More so. All right, if you were to say you look a year from where you were a year ago to now, did you believe you'd be where you're at? Or is it completely different from the vision that you thought?
complete for me. Completely different because of what I found you guys and things like that. I got out of my comfort zone, got on TikTok, going on TikTok live. I went to the bariatric retreat where I met a whole bunch of people who go through the same thing I've done. I found my current girlfriend, through you guys jumping on your guys' in live. I was still at the time before I found you guys over 350 pounds. I didn't think I was going to lose another pound. And in my head, mentally, I was saying, it's okay. I'm good. I'm 350 pounds. I've lost almost 200 pounds. I'm lower than I've ever been in the longest time. I'm good with that. But meeting you guys pushed me to strive even more, to want more and do more. That it completely changed. I never thought I'd be at where I am at from a year ago.
I agree with that. Without this platforms or multiple platforms from every male perspective has encouraged me, and I found my voice. I knew I had a voice a year ago, but now I know what my voice is needed to be done with, and I'm grateful. And I'm thankful. I want to hit the ground running even further than what I'm doing right now, and it just excites me. Like, I'm ready to go make a live right after this. Like, that's how serious I am about it, because you guys, if it wasn't for you guys laying the foundation, like Biggie said, I think my journey would have been much harder. I'm thankful for the people that I've built bridges with, and I'm also thankful for the people that I burnt them with, because it allowed me to become who I am today.
Yeah. Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know for me it's completely different because I never thought I'd be where I am now. I'm at the lowest weight I've been since I've had surgery, period. Like, I lost another 80 some odd pounds from where I was before I had revision. And, one thing about it for me that kind of helped put things into perspective, and bro doesn't even know this, but he was a big source in me realizing that I had support no matter what. He didn't give two shits that I was gaining weight back. He never talked shit about it. He never all I had was true love and support all the time from him, no matter what. I show up all kinds of different weights, all kinds of different outfits, all kinds of different throwing some shit together to make something.
You was always fly, bro. You was always fly.
I told you.
Don't be too.
If I'm gonna come out, I gotta at least do it halfway. But no, I mean, that was the thing to me. Like, it was just the fact that I had the support no matter what. Because in my life, I really never had unwavering support to that level. Like, it was just like no matter what. So that let me know, like, not only was I good where I was at, but he also let me know and know on certain terms that there was better out there for me, and I was worth going to get it. So it's one of those things that I had to figure out for myself, but at the same time, having the support to get there was the only reason that I'm here.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say one of the biggest changes in my life with being around a group from last year to today, it's still, I think on a smaller scale, I still dealt with like some body dysmorphia, right? And I say that because, yes, I'm smaller than what I used to be, but I got comfortable being around 245, 250. I'm 6 foot. And so I'm wearing a size 2X. And I would be on here with some of y'all, the girls and stuff. And you see how I'm dressed, my clothes be fly. But some of the girls is like, that shit's still hella big, right? And it's like, I got comfortable being in loose ass clothes because as a big boy, you don't want your titties showing, the rolls hanging. And I'm like, real talk, I'm wearing like parachute clothes and stuff like that. So like now, listen, I'm dressed to the nine. I go outside, look, I got the tight shirt. I'm happy I ain't got no rolls hanging, you know what I'm saying? I actually wear a belt and you can actually see the belt, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like that. Like, actually realizing like you can fit into your body. And like, real talk, today, I'm the smallest that I ever been. Like, I actually started going to the gym for boxing lessons because as a big boy, Ain't nobody trying to see me.
Trying to masquerade.
Bro,
But
listen,
now I'm smaller.
Yes.
I'm seeing people
Hey,
sizing
that's
me up
facts.
and stuff. So it's like,
That's facts right there.
That's
let me
funny.
make sure I get these hands together. Now I don't have to use. I don't want to use them, but
Right, but what's up?
you know what I'm saying? Like these are the things. It's like, yo, like I really got to think because I can't just depend on my weight no more because I ain't got that. Like I run across small women picking me up, like, hey, famous, and I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
funny.
you imagine being 350, damn near 400 pounds. Ain't nobody trying to pick your ass up. You know what I'm saying? I'm 200. I'm 230 pounds today. People is walking around tossing me. So I can only imagine if I ever had to get into a situation with somebody, I'm looking like an easy win right now. So you know what I'm saying?
That's the reason why I stay in the gym.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It's being smaller is a motivation. You know, one, I can go pick up clothes anywhere. I literally can go anywhere in the world and I can find clothes right
That
now.
fit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That fit. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you know, ain't nobody looking at you funny walking into the stores. What you want? You know what I'm saying?
Wonder why you in that section and not over in that section.
Hey, real talk, I feel that I even have more money in my pocket because I ain't out here eating like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate being able to drink a $2-3 shake and have some water and be content for a good while. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there is a lot of changes over the last year and stuff like that. And like I said, you know, I had surgery in 2017. And real talk, every year there's new challenges, new non-scale victories, and there's more learning. I have more empathy, more compassion, more understanding, period, of this whole process. And a lot of that is attributed to the communities that we are a part of. So for that, you know, there's a lot of gratefulness in the community, and I thank you all.
Thanks for that one. Yeah, you got anything to fill in there?
Well, hey, he said a lot there. He said the main thing. Because it's all true. It's all true. Like I said, no, yeah. What you come with starts with the how you feel about yourself, how you look at yourself. Like I said, my nickname was Big G. I ain't Big G no more. I was growing up. I was a little guy, but my dad was a big guy. But I was always bigger than my dad. And so like when I look at myself, I'm like, man, I'm small now. I'm slim. Everybody call me slim. I'm like, dang, I ain't never been slim in my life. I bypassed this weight as a teenager. So I'm now, 210 pounds, coming down from 400 pounds. That's 200 pounds. Well, I lost a whole man. So I like, well, and then even like I said, I told you I coach football. I only play linemen. I teach linemen now. I'm working around with other linemen coach, and they like, you play wide receiver? No, I was a lineman, man. Look at my play. Look at how I used to look. But no, so stuff like that. You got to get used to. I was. Yeah, and just recently, stuff like you said, going in places. I still have a big man walk sometimes. So you gotta figure out. I'm like, man, I'm trying to change it. Some of it I don't want to walk with, like a big man's waddling or whatever. But then I still have the stature. You still got like a big man energy. So you got to get used to it. It's all a mental thing. I'm here about going to any kind of store. I'm in the large. This is it. This large this large might be too small of me, but all right. I'm a large now. I got to get used to it. No X's that go along with it. It's a large, but it's a thing. And like I said, just to have other men that I can know to go through that, and it's a blessing that we can do stuff like this because not many men and then we got men of color here too. It's like, man, it's great.
Hello.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a whole nother thing. So. Yeah, I appreciate it. What y'all been doing, and then like I said, I wish I could be more active. But I can always say I can try baby steps and getting back into it and being more vocal and be upfront because I like speaking about my journey because my journey it's been I'm blessed. It's been blessed. So definitely you could say, hey, I'm a success story. I ain't nobody. I mean, people can do the things they're doing. So
remember, again, being on TikTok is one thing, but check out the link in our bio for the Slack app. If you want to connect with the guys and you want to be able to share your story and not have all that noise from TikTok or social media,
that's the better part to be.
again,
That's
All right,
crazy.
we'll
the
do.
guys, man.
'Cause
Hey, D is stupid, y'all.
Yeah, he is, man.
We trust
He
light
is.
skin.
He's out of
It's
control.
crazy.
Bro,
We should
I'm gonna
probably
let you
start
close it out.
rotating
I'm
them.
gonna let you close out this group of guys before we bring up the next set of guys. I'll let you close it out, sir.
Listen, we appreciate every single one of y'all. And again, like I love this because again, when I came into this community, again, it was me and Jason out here hustling, trying to build the men up in the community. So again, we appreciate and love what y'all doing. And hey, just keep up the good work. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank y'all.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate everybody.
Appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you to all the guys that were just up on the panel. Thank you for sharing your journeys. Thank you for sharing everything that you guys go through and being vulnerable with the community. I love the visibility from the guys because, again, this wasn't here when we came into the community. So we're going to grab the next group of guys and we'll let them up. We got a few guys coming through now. Just give me...
I don't gotta eat y'all shit.
Right.
I don't have to.
Right.
So I don't need.
But you ain't eating our shit.
No.
We just falling in line.
No,
This all this shit been going
saying,
on.
a motherfucker who just assuming.
Right.
At least pull up.
Oh shoot, my bad, y'all. I'm at work. Hold on.
I muted him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, what's
The
going
funny
on?
thing was,
Bro with
funny-
the eyes is heady.
the funny thing was, it sounded like it was about food. So that's we're on the right track. So
Yeah.
there was a comment, and I'm sure you caught it. You guys caught it, but it said something about what was your
Biggest
hardest.
mental hurdle
Yeah.
by Steve.
You daggone, man.
Where's... I'm sending invites out to people right now. I'm looking for D. Oh, there he is.
JB.
Hey,
How
y'all.
you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, JB?
Good. Hold on. I'm putting my camera on. Hold on.
Finally. You know what? JB would come into the lives all the time, but we never had an opportunity to talk to him, man. This is awesome that you came up here to hang out with us, JB.
Yeah. Hold on. Can y'all see me?
No, we can't see.
No.
How many followers you got? You got 1,000?
No, I don't got no 1,000.
Okay,
Oh, if
so
you got
that's
1,000,
why.
that's the reason why. But you can only talk then. That's
Oh,
cool.
okay. That's cool though. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
But how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Good.
How you feeling?
I'm blessed. To say the least, I'm blessed.
That's good.
I mean, as far as like, the surgery and all that's concerned, I mean, you got good days, you got bad days. I mean, I've been going to therapy. That's one thing.
Good.
Let me see. I mean, like I said, it's good days, bad days, but overall, like my experience, it's been good. I've been blessed for real. I mean, compared to the stories I've heard from other people, not really many complications for real.
How long ago
Okay.
did you have surgery?
I'll be a year on the 28th this month.
You
That's what's
feel
up.
good?
Yep, I'll be a year, 28th.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So all in all, so your experience after surgery over the past year has been pretty good then?
Overall, yes. I mean, I had what was that? That was last month. I experienced my first dumping for the first time. And it was, the thing is, like, I did my research and everything before I even had the surgery. Like, I did like my research and everything, and I knew about it and the signs. I did, like I said, the signs and all that. But it's nothing like actually experiencing it. That's not like, you can do all the research you want, but when you actually in that and you experience that, it's totally different. But like I said, I take accountability because I should never ate them damn milk duds. That's my that was my that was
the
my
milk.
Wow, the truth comes out.
mistake. But
Yeah.
like I said, I took accountability. I knew I should never did it, but I was just curious,
Yeah.
and curiosity killed the cat. So,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was dying in that moment. I really did, and I felt like I was gonna pass out and everything. Like, yeah, it was bad. Like my stomach was cramping real bad, and
Yeah.
I was sweating a
Yeah.
lot. Like it was just like I just got done swimming. I was sweating that bad, and
Did you
I don't.
ever experience that like the foaming in the mouth? Like
I heard about that, but I never experienced that.
I've had
Feel
it
like you're
like in
about
my
to spit.
yeah, like you gotta keep spitting. Like
No.
I continuously feel like I'm drooling out of my mouth when I was like
Yep.
I guess they call it the foamies.
Yep.
Yeah, I never experienced that. Thankfully.
Man, that is a terrible experience. And I felt like I was doing it all the time because they when you're going through the experience first starting out, you're kind of like scared to eat certain things, and then when you're talking to people who have experienced it or have gone through this process, they're
Yeah.
like, you got to try things out. You got to try it out and see if it works. You got to keep trying things out because you have to eat because you're not eating enough and you don't want to be malnutrition, this, that, and the
Right.
other. So, man, I found myself dumping and foaming on a lot of different things.
Man, yeah, I thankfully didn't experience that part.
Yeah. What's up? Get you me if you can. Are you there?
He
Get
said
me
he's
if you
having
can.
some technical
Yeah,
difficulties
I was
earlier.
having some technical difficulties, but I'm here.
Okay. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm at work going crazy, but
Okay. So
Okay.
how y'all been doing?
Doing all right.
Good.
Okay.
doing all right.
Celebrating the
Hanging in
man in the
there.
community today.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
International Men's Day.
that's right. So as you all know, I appreciate y'all very much, and it's going to be a little windy for a second, so just bear with me if you don't mind. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but
Yeah.
give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm running to the truck.
It's all good.
See, the fact that you said you're running to the truck is a great
I'm literally like jogging like to the truck. So
Nice.
give me 1 second. I'm jumping in here now. There we go. Be a little quieter. I apologize for that.
Hey, don't worry
It's
about
all
it.
good.
So as you guys know, I appreciated you.
Well, can you hear us?
Can you hear us, buddy?
All right, we're gonna give you a moment to
Yeah.
to clear up your
Yeah.
audio.
Purcell
Uh,
getting
yeah.
Slims back.
Yeah. Let's unmute him.
You can't
Tony, you gotta unmute.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
Yeah,
about that.
there
I
you
didn't
go.
even know that. I didn't even know that I
Bro was
came
in
up
a
to the
full
panel.
argument about some food, bro. Who
Oh
ate your
no,
food?
it was no, it wasn't an argument. I was just so y'all know. So like I told y'all, I work at night, so a lot of times I'm missing all of this stuff. Like so I literally work every single day. So
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to show y'all when I hopped out the truck just now, just to give y'all a point of view of my scenery for the night. But one of the young fellows that came up to me, he was talking to me, he was getting my number, but then he was just explaining what was going on and different things like that. So, but yeah, this is my view every night. The Port of
We can't see
Savannah,
your
Georgia.
camera, but
You say you can't see my camera?
No,
yeah, your camera's now off.
It's off now? Oh my lord, let me see. Okay, I flipped it around. There
Yeah,
you go.
we can see. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're out on the docks, yeah.
Oh, you're part of those people that were striking a while ago, right?
Oh, don't say I'm part of those people. I'm just a regular person, just like you.
Y'all
Fighting
got
for my
paid. I
job.
ain't hate you. I'm
I'm just fighting for my job, baby. That's it.
There you go.
Automation take everybody's job, and if you don't believe that you are valued, then that's what the world didn't understand at the time.
and they broke the contract actually back in June, and we could have went on strike then, but we never go on strike because we always think about the American people. Even though our president might have came out and people might have felt like he was arrogant, it was unfortunate about the hurricane, but our contract ends on October the 1st. So that's why the strike happened on October the 1st. So, but yeah. But a lot of times I'm missing because, like I said, I'm out here. It's a lot of noise, so.
It's
But
all good, brother.
I was trying to hop up earlier, just to give some insight about myself, on how I really started my journey, because for the most part, like I was saying in the chat, I feel disconnected from the community because I feel like I don't go through the things that y'all kind of go through, because I put on weight more so when I became an adult. When I was like 26 years old, I started putting on weight. I started getting bigger then. But before that, I was an athlete. I played college football. I played rugby, played baseball. So I was an athlete. So I think as I put on the weight as an adult, I was depressed. I separated from my wife because, like I was saying when we had that chat about 2 weeks ago, I was feeling inadequate as a male. But I knew my wife loved me because she always told me, I didn't care if he was big or not. I knew she loved me, but I felt like a failure as a husband. So I felt like a failure as a husband. And so, we separated, and I told myself I was going to work on myself. And in the process of me working on myself, one of my coworkers had the surgery. But I always went to the gym, and I just was a big guy. And I used to go to the doctor, do all the charts, do all the blood tests, do all that stuff. And they'd be like, Mr. Albright, you are healthy. We do not know why you are like retaining all this weight. So at the beginning, they had the weight loss shot, but the insurance didn't cover it. So I told y'all about, I went vegan for like 7 months or whatnot, lost like 77 pounds, but I didn't stay disciplined. And just like Ryan was saying, when he first came on here, after I had the surgery, I said, I'm not going to bullshit myself. This is my chance to restart. And that's what I did. And I waited. When I first came into the community, I met the Bari baddie. I met her in real life. Me and my wife was out to dinner downtown Savannah at Chive, and she walked in. She came and sat right beside us, and she just started talking to my wife, asking her what drink she had or whatever. And my wife talking with her, and she ordered some food, and she was like, "Oh, I'm full." And then they started talking about how she had a weight loss surgery. She was like, "Oh, my husband had it." And then she told me to come on the platform like it was a big community. And at that time, that probably was early.